Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video I'm going to talk about how you can tank Eranog on normal difficulty and a general guide to his fight as a raid boss. Eranog is the first boss of the Vault of Incarnates, and he's an incredibly simple boss with one repeating phase on LFR and normal difficulty. So Eranog is pretty straightforward. You'll see my recording here of me as a raid group, my guild and some pug members taking it on. And there's a couple of things that you need to be aware of as a DPS, as a healer, and as a tank. So first thing to point out for tanks, try and face him away from the group and work him around the ring. He will spawn kind of en masse AoE damage and create a bit of a mess with some of his mechanics, so trying to keep clear spaces around him is a very important thing to do. Switch your stacks between 6 to 8 of burning wounds and switch tanks then. If possible, you can push it to 10 in LFR or depending on your gear. As a healer, you need to be concerned for incinerating raw. It is a AoE damage to the party that you need to be able to heal up. The second thing you need to be concerned about are these fire plumes. The fire plumes will spawn onto the field of play and they will cause you some serious concern. The next thing to be concerned about is this molten cleave. This molten cleave is non-targeted, meaning the boss will target it wherever he wants to. So you have no control as a tank over this cleave. DPS and healers need to remain out of distance of this cleave. The best place is to stack to the left and right or behind the boss. After the boss does his cleave, he'll return back to his business. Now, molten spikes will spawn on top of the DPS. You can see them here. These molten spikes need to be placed ideally away from each other to leave wide open gaps, because this is going to be important for the end of every phase. So as you see, the DPS are hit with that, and it will spawn portals and little lava pools. The lava pools will slowly grow in size, and the adds will spawn. These adds here fixate, and these adds are not able to be taunted by the tanks, so the goal is as DPS to remove them as quickly as possible. Next, we will have the fire plume attack, which you saw there on the floor, and that kind of covers it. It's all fairly simple mechanics to handle once you get the hang of it. The biggest thing that's going to cause you problems is the placement of these lava pools. As you can see here, the lava pools are all placed here. This is actually an error on my part and on the tank's part. We should have pulled the tank to the opposite, the boss to the opposite side of the room so that he had a bit of an easier time when it comes to the end of his first phase. So as you can see here, I taunt Eranog. I should have moved him to the other side of the room because we actually fight the ad on the wrong side of the room, and you'll see what I mean just now when the Ring of Fire spawns. But once you go through a couple rounds of his mechanics, he will jump to the center like so. This will cause Army of Flame, which is a massive ring of enemies that will spawn around the outskirts of the arena. You can see them here, all spawning as such. You need to target one of these adds as they spawn. They need to be marked, and you need to nuke them down to clear an opening within the ring so that your party can step through. As you can see, we all decide to just randomly choose this one. No one marks it. We were busy panicking in our Discord because we weren't being so smart. You don't want to walk through the ring. It will cause huge damage. If you're a tank, you can maybe survive it. If you have Turtle Shell as a hunter, you can also survive it as well, but ideally you don't want to do so. You're going to see me do so, and you can see me get stunned for 3 seconds, and quite a large portion of my health, and I'm a tank, get taken out. Once you clear an opening within the circle, the rest is easy. You continue to DPS the boss. The ring will close, the boss will clear the adds, and the circle will, or the cycle, will repeat. And that's it. That's literally all there is to it. Eranog then simply just repeats all his processes again. Every single one is fine. You can see, by the way, in the second set, or the second cycle, that we are doing a much better job moving him around the ring, and that is going to help us a lot when we DPS. You're going to see as we DPS here that we actually have an incredibly open space upon which to DPS in, which is much better. So you can see here the adds have spawned for us to clear. You can see there the Primal Flame. that we're targeting, you'll notice there's no lava in the near vicinity. Okay, maybe that one there. But as soon as I turn around to face the boss, you'll see nice, wide, clear, open gaps, and that's what you want to aim for. And that's Eranog. That's literally it. Very, very simple fight. Shouldn't really cause you any major concerns. You shouldn't have any huge issues with them. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Trying to keep these guides nice, short, and sweet. If you have any queries, let me know in the comments down below. But really, there's nothing else to it. So you're going to see us down Eranog here. And yeah, go and collect your loot. It'll apply the same to raid finders if you're doing LFR. Go for it, but it should cover at least enough for you to understand the mechanics. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.